Hey everyone, welcome back to Lunch Break. We've got something really fun for you. You ready?
That's right. We're hosting a Halloween pet costume contest. You know you have some cute pets with some really dope costumes. Why not enter them into a contest here?
The contest is open right now, and you can apply until Thursday, October 23rd.
From all those entries, we'll pick 5 finalists. Those 5 finalists will get a pretty cool sticker pack designed by Marie herself. And they're modeled after our doggy Garik. You'll see him right here.
And after, you guys choose from the finalist, the winner. The voting gonna be from October 24th to October 27th.
Then the winner you guys pick will win the grand prize of a lovely paint portrait painted by our lovely artist Marie right here.
Me!
Yeah, so if you like any of the artwork behind us, that's all done by Marie. Not only is she an awesome tattoo artist, she's an awesome painter as well.
And one of those paintings can be on your wall. So yes, all the details about how to apply you can find in description down below.
We can't wait to see your awesome pets, guys. Let's make this a nice, spooky, but cute Halloween.
And good luck.
Hello, I'm Jay.
Glad to see you. I'm Marie, and you're watching a lunch break. The spookiest show in the whole cosmos. What are we gonna have today, Jay?
Marie, we are reading from the subreddit Ghost Stories, and in celebration of this upcoming Halloween, we're getting into these really cool, awesome, spooky themes, and I think this will be a fun one today.
I like ghosts. Go ghosts! Go ghosts!
I'm an undertaker, and something happened. Something happened, and I've always been skeptical until today. I'm an undertaker, and I have been for the past 8 years. I've always been skeptical when it comes to the afterlife, especially the paranormal. But today, something happened that I cannot explain. I was cleaning unclaimed ashes out of the funeral home where I work. We are moving out of the old Victorian building we operate out of into a new funeral home. For the past week, we have been making a slow transition, moving out of our current home into our new one. In our basement, we have unclaimed ashes going as far back as the 1970s. I just had my headphones in, putting the boxes into bags so we could send them to the local crematorium for them to be scattered. I must have put away hundreds of boxes of ashes without even thinking about it. I was just listening to a podcast, getting another task ticked off my to-do list. I was putting one box into the bag and felt my body and brain freeze with the word no, but I didn't hear anything. It's hard to explain what I felt. The best I can explain is that my own free will had gone, and I was ordered to stop what I was doing. I stopped immediately and put the box of ashes in my hand onto the table. On closer inspection, there were 2 boxes I was going to put into 2 separate bags, one small box and one normal-sized one. Let's just say for privacy reasons, one box was labeled with Hannah Williams. On top of Hannah Williams' ashes, there was a box labeled Baby Williams. I presume they are mother and baby, who I was about to separate into 2 separate bags, which I find quite spooky because I didn't read the labels before. I was doing a mundane task as fast as I could with my existing duties and clearing the premises. I was just trying to get things done as fast as possible and was not paying attention to the names. I just needed to get this done. So yeah, I cannot explain this for the life of me. I cannot come up with an explanation for this. I'm not scared, nor am I excited about what I felt. I just feel confused about the whole situation. OP is saying that he felt some sort of supernatural force that made him stop what he was doing to check what he was doing, and in turn saved him from separating a potential baby and her mother's remains. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes. Maybe not in a way how most of people, like in the movies, seeing the ghosts, like a white spirit walking around. But I believe everything is energy. Energy, if you learn physics, energy doesn't come from nowhere and doesn't go to nowhere. It's always was and always be. So when we're dying, our energy must be streaming somewhere in a different space where they can work. And sometimes it can just stuck for some reason, just doesn't have any exit. And I believe all these feelings come from somewhere, like they find a way to communicate with you. I don't know if it's actually true to have the communications with the ghosts. I will have a little theory, like tiny like this.
Mhm.
We see the ghosts in the most vulnerable times of our life. It depends what OP have in their life going on. Because when we're really thin, when we think about death, for example, or we just dealing with grief, like we're like close to this the world where they are, and we really like depressed or stressed or anxious or something, and we really thin, it's only one word I can find, they can touch us, they can talk to us. And it depends what OP was, what state of OP was. Maybe he was sad about something. I know it's pretty often when you not sleep a lot, when you like really tired, it also comes. Or maybe it's just your imagination. Who knows? People are weird. What do you think? Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't know if we'll keep this in, but I did just want to say this.
Okay.
He was listening to a podcast when he was doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And you said like people when they're feeling thin or vulnerable in a specific time of their life, that sometimes their spirits can communicate with them. Maybe he was listening to another bullshit episode of the Joe Rogan podcast.
He's like, I'm so close to...
I'm so close to death. But to answer your question, honestly, I'm not sure. I don't discount the possibility. I'm not a firm believer in it, but I've seen and felt weirder things happen in my life. My mind remains open. Let's see if this next story will convince me. My friend claims she can see ghosts. Never believed her until now.
Now I'm a ghost and she see me.
She's my longest and oldest friend since the 5th grade and has always claimed she's a psychic medium who can see and talk to ghosts. Everywhere she went, she said she could see them. Sometimes they're just shadows, sometimes just a presence, sometimes a full-blown apparition. The one I remember most was a ghost named Jim or something who was an old man who she would see in her closet. Not malevolent or anything. To me, that was creepy as hell, but she always seemed unfazed. As a kid, I believed it, but then I grew out of it and assumed she did too. I moved states and didn't see each other for a couple of years until I went to visit for the summer and we reunited. We were sitting in the living room watching TV and catching up when I popped the question jokingly, "Any ghosts around?" She said there were a couple, but the one that caught her attention most was an old lady outside my mom's bedroom. Yeah, right, I'm going in my head. I'm a firm believer in science, psychology, and logic. I also believe that the human brain is powerful and loves to play tricks on us as projections of our own fears. I've always taken people's experiences with a respectful nod and a grain of salt. I would say that's kind of where I fall along. I'm not super skeptical, but I'm not like super believing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you choose what to believe, what not.
I kind of believe that line of thought, like the brain is a powerful thing.
Yes.
In a way, I kind of feel like your subconscious can feed you what you need when you need it.
Yeah, definitely.
But let's see where the story goes.
Yeah.
I humor her. I ask her details. She says she's some older woman from Texas. She might be related to my mom and I, and she's Native American. I realize that this brief description fit my dead Nana, but that's probably a coincidence. We're in Texas. Everyone has a dead grandma, and she knows my mom is part Native. I ask her specific questions, and she gets them all correct. The name of her husband, how long I knew her before she died, the gift she gave me as a baby, which of her children are dead or alive. My final straw was when I pointed to a portrait on the wall with her kids and asked her which of those girls was a party goer and always got in trouble. And she got it right. At this point, I'm properly spooked, but I'm still in denial. I've known her for a while. Is there no chance she stumbled across an old picture album? Overheard a conversation with my mom and I about her? Hell, what if I told her myself and just forgot? We've known each other for 8 years. There's no chance I've forgotten some conversations from then. She tells me there's another ghost who is a man who wants to communicate. I ask him a variety of questions, pushing aside my slight unease as I'm thoroughly entertained by this whole ordeal. Either she's lying and really committed, and I want to see how far I can push her, or she's telling the truth and we're actually talking to a ghost. I'm asking questions like, how old was he when he died? When did he die? What did he do when he was alive? I even jokingly asked what his type was and if he was single. We stop talking for a bit and are messing around on our phones in silence, looking down and not in each other's peripheral vision. I suddenly get this inexplicable chill on the right side of my neck, which I ignore, chalking it up to some kind of breeze or mental thing. It was so minuscule and obsolete to me. I had no reaction or even looked up from my phone. I will say that it felt different than the usual chill. It was almost concentrated, like something icy pressed against me. Then she looks up at me and verbatim says, "I just got an image in my mind of him touching your neck." She mimics the motion. It's in the same side and spot right beneath my jaw, and my heart sank to my asshole. The sheer coincidence of the placement, the action, the previous shit before this, I genuinely was so freaked out. And while it's not as major or scary as other people's stories, it's enough for me to question my beliefs. I'm still kind of a skeptic. I chalk most things up to just be figments of our imagination, but I take people's stories more seriously now. A lot of people who fake being mediums and psychics usually do it for attention or money, but my friend gets nothing from it. In fact, she has a very much annoyed, just ignore it attitude. This is what makes me think she might not be lying. She doesn't want anything from it and actually doesn't talk about it a lot. She's not trying to creep anyone out at all. She's not trying to get internet fame or scam some people into buying a palm reading at a little table. It's just something she lives with, and goddamn, what a shitty thing to live with if she actually does.
True.
So, what do you think?
I think it's kind of annoying. The ghost's kind of annoying. You know, they can do anything for you. If it's not poltergeist, they can do anything. They just like, and you're just like, oh, you're so annoying. Just go away.
But do you believe her friend?
It's really possible. It's really possible. Oh, she's watched so much Constantine. He have the same issue. He just like ignore them until he stops seeing them. Keanu Reeves, call me.
I'm drawn to it. I want to do what you do.
I'm kind of more inclined to believe her in this situation just based off of the facts of the story because she's not trying to make money off of it.
Yeah.
And she's just like, yeah, listen, I don't really want to, it's just something I deal with. Either she's like really committing to the act, or maybe it's true. I feel like people who don't really have that kind of talent, you know, people who claim that they are psychic or whatever, a lot of times they'll try to sell their services. And if all you're doing is just sharing this with your friend and you're like, listen, I don't want people to know this. This is weird. I don't like it. I think I'm more inclined to believe that person. The neck thing is weird. Mm-hmm. But she said she wasn't paying attention to her. What if she I don't know.
Take a piece of ice.
Had a bag of ice, put her hand in it, and then just like came up behind her real fast. Based off of the facts of the story, yeah, your friend's got a creepy gift. Me, reading this with my ghost friend who's icing my back right now. To be honest, it's like 85% curse. They don't try to talk to you unless you can sense them. Your life is a lot quieter without it. Not gonna lie, most ghost stories are boring or highly traumatic. After a while, you're just like, yeah, there are ghosts everywhere. They mostly just watch people. It's pretty wild though. Yeah, I would have to say like, I'm more inclined to believe someone who says this, but they seem annoyed about it and they don't want to make it a big thing. I guess they share it with you because you guys are close. Than someone who's just like, hey, you want to be my agent? You want to be my manager and put the show on the road?
I also I have a question. So there's a lot of ghosts around us because people died like consistently many years. Even most healthy people died one day. You know, the idea that they have something not finished task or
unfinished business. And there's people who see and hear them and can't talk to them. They just exist to help them to figure it out. And I think it's a job that nobody's paying me and I must do this and they're annoying. But they also can help you probably somehow because they have some knowledge, maybe help you a little bit with your eczema or stuff, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think they all specifically comes to people who can't see them because they can actually, hey, help me with this. I need to lick the turtle. I always dreamed to do that. And I died and I've never licked the turtle. I mean, I was just thinking of like some unfinished business, like tell the woman that I love her. But yeah, like I guess lick a turtle.
I don't know. It's the first was coming to, like, until I die, I want to lick the turtle.
We'll get you a turtle, Marie.
Thank you.
Well, those were a couple of ghost stories. We hope this was insightful and spooky and inspirational. How'd you feel about those stories, Marie?
I feel really, really good. I have a tarot deck right here, and I want to pick it up the card for our viewers. Choose this one? Okay. It's a 2 of potions, and it's tell you that you became spookiest ghost in a world if you like, comment, and subscribe on our channel. You see? Everything right here. Your future.
And while Marie shared a little bit about your future, if you got a story from your past that you want to share with us, make sure you hit us up on our subreddit r/lunchbreak_GSP. And we'll be waiting right here for you on the next episode of Lunch Break.
Bye.
Bye.
Now your turn. Pick it up.